Here's 2nd and 10. Off the draw, here's Williams. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. 57 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That good for 22 and a first down.
Gibson with the solid pickup there, and the Commanders love using his ability in a variety of roles. Led the team with almost 1,400 all-purpose yards in 2022. He can run it and catch it out of the backfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Brissett. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos 3, Commanders 0.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A give to Gibson running right. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. To throw is Brissett. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 39 that time.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Brissett. Net open. That's Byron Pringle complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And Washington has taken the lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Next the score, Commanders 7, Broncos 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. That third down conversion good for 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Wilson on first down. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They got 29 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Wilson will throw again. Out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Chase Young in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos have regained the lead. Well, down in this part of the field, CD, they'd love to get him the football, and right there, a little pitch and catch for the score.
Yeah, and he's such a weapon when it's that close to the end zone, and they love being able to rely on him to make those kind of catches. Talk about trust, talk about confidence, and he produces.
Lutz for the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drop that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a second and 10. To throw, Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Brissett from the gun on third. And that will be incomplete.
That's some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Tressway on fourth down is sent out to punt. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And leading 10-7, they may just want to get this to the locker room. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Play fake, Brissett. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Sly on for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Next the score. Commanders 14, Broncos 10.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Get on, boys. We got this. Take that. Thank you.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. In motion left goes Sutton. On 2nd down, Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, there's no disputing.
He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
Slide for the PAT. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the pitch the score. Commanders 21, Broncos 13.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos first down as he'll get this out past the 35-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And he will have a Broncos first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action in Denver. Now Brissett. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And the lead now 11, 24-13. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Now inside the 25. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me 4. It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. Once more, Gibson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Brissett sets to throw it. He wants it all for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Brissett now. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Slot man moves right. Back to the ground with Gibson. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 15-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
You got this. Let's win.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Brissett. He stiff arms him, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
At the Broncos' 7-yard line.
One more time with Gibson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are on their way to a 2-0 start. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score. Commanders 31. Broncos 13.
Way to make the play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Make a play.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Patrick. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Again, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
In motion left goes Sutton.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And now nothing but green ahead of him.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown.
Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick 6 will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Broncos 13.
Another day in the office. Thank you. Woo! Flag it makes a flag.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Let's go. Take it to the house. To the crib. Hold on to it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's Wilson to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 79 yards rushing now for Gibson. He's got a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, right back to Gibson. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6. They'll go again with Gibson. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Joey Sly on for the field goal.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.